It was the night of December 30th, 1991. 18 black teenagers were hungry. They had just spent the evening at a forum sponsored by Tuskegee College alumni in San Jose, a gathering of young people who invested in their futures, their education, and their community. On the way home, they stopped at the Denny's restaurant on Blossom Hill Road for a meal. It seemed like a perfect ending to a great evening. The manager met them at the door. The group was told that, before being seated, they would each have to pay a $2 cover charge and prepay for their meals in full before being seated at a table. The teenagers looked around the restaurant. They recognized a group of white students, classmates and acquaintances from the school, who were sitting at their tables, ordering and eating without prepaying for their food. The black students offered to break into smaller groups to make things easier for servers. The manager refused. The 18 teenagers left without eating. One of the black students, named Kristina Ridgeway, was not going to let Denny's get away with it. She noted what she had seen, who had been asked to pay and who hadn't, and she decided to fight back. The incident became the spark for a lawsuit that would eventually name not just the San Jose location, but Denny's as a corporation. Federal investigators found 2 separate incidents at Denny's San Jose locations in 1991 alone, where groups of African American customers were required to prepay as a precondition for service. In one of those incidents, another group of black students had waited over an hour without having their orders taken, until a waitress finally told them that they had to prepay for their meals. About half the group left the restaurant. Minutes later, the rest were escorted out by the police at the manager's request. The Justice Department filed a lawsuit in March 1993 in the Northern District of California, alleging that Denny's had implemented special conditions for black customers, prepayments and cover charges, that were not applied to white customers. It was discovered that black customers were treated less favorably. In some cases, black customers were discouraged from eating at its restaurants. The case snowballed. More claims came in from across California and around the country. In May 1994, Denny's settled the lawsuit. Each of the 40 named plaintiffs received $25,000. The remaining $28 million was divided among thousands of people who could prove they were victims of discrimination by Denny's in California. A separate settlement brought the total national payout to $54.4 million. It was the largest settlement that was ever reached under the federal public accommodations laws established by the Civil Rights Act of 1964. John Relman, one of the plaintiff's attorneys, described what the settlement meant. He said, "It puts a price on the indignities that black Americans endure every day at restaurants and public places all across America." Kristina Ridgeway had simply wanted a late meal after an inspiring evening. What she left behind was a legal landmark that put a price and a precedent on the assumption that some customers deserve to be treated differently. Denny's culture of discrimination was a major scandal in the early 1990s. The discrimination of minorities had become normal practice at Denny's all over the United States, until a group of brave citizens decided enough was enough. It is unfortunate that similar acts of discrimination exists today. If you or someone you know have been victims of discrimination, contact the Civil Rights Division at the United States Department of Justice. You can also contact an attorney if you have been discriminated against because of your race. They can help you understand your rights and guide you through the process of filing a complaint. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you.